edition of the Daily Market Commentary. I'm your host, Chuck Fulkerson. Hope everybody's having an amazing Friday as we are wrapping up our week. Apologize up front for the sound. I'm traveling with a bunch of friends on a golf trip, and we don't carry the studio with us, so you're getting the poor quality sound. But hopefully we'll make it work. For those of you new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button below so that you can get updates as we do them regularly. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So the S&P 500, I talked yesterday about how I anticipated a rollover, and I was feeling like we had a little bit of weakness overall in the markets, and that's kind of what we had happen yesterday. We did see a bit of a rollover, but I didn't see a real reason to get short. If you recall yesterday, I said, you know, there's no real reason for me to get short. I've got to be shown, I've got to be proven out that there's a reason to be short, and I didn't really have that yesterday. I had mentioned that the prior day at the close, I had looked into options as a way to get short, and then I frankly got out of those at the end of the day yesterday because we came back into this region here. Now, this is the region yesterday where I talked about I think we could get a bit of a reversal. So I am currently taking a look at this from the standpoint of if we get a reversal off of here, we could get a breakout to the upside, but then I've got this little bit that's going to stall us right here. So I do have this area up here, 2709 being the high part of this area. This is a fair balance price area where price fell from in the past. If indeed we can make it up to there today, I would not be surprised to see a fairly big reversal and a sell-off towards the end of the day. I have talked about this for the last few weeks, those of you that watch the channel regularly, and last week on Friday afternoon, we had a 30-point sell-off. The week before that, on Friday afternoon, we had on Friday morning, late afternoon, we had a big sell-off. The week before that, Friday afternoon, we had we had a pretty decent-sized sell-off. So my point behind it is, every Friday for the past 6 weeks, we've been getting these sell-offs. I wouldn't be surprised if price rallies up into that region that I've got highlighted and we get a bit of a sell-off. So keep your eye on it. It may not happen. And so I'm going to change this to a dashed line because I believe that the dashed line is going to be a better way to get in on this level. A lot of people would say, well, no, this is a double bottom. Take the breakout on the move higher. Yeah, maybe. But I'm going to be more concerned with my fair price value area, which is right here. The Nasdaq also rolled over. And so the Nasdaq, I've got a matching level right here in the Nasdaq on this hourly zone. Okay, taking a look at crude oil. Crude oil is dropping. We are coming into this region where there could be a potential reversal, so keep an eye on this. Really nothing to add in crude. Same thing in gold. Gold is falling, but I have nothing really to add. When I say same thing, I mean there's nothing to add. So gold, crude, no real big changes in either of those markets. Sliding over to our bonds, the Aussie, the Euro, and the Canadian. So bond market yesterday, we finally came down to our potential breakout short. We've hit that area. Now, the good side of this is that we've hit the breakout and we've started to make our move down, but not a lot's happened. The downside is that to follow the rules and take the breakout, you've got to have your stop way up here. My guess is for most of us, that's going to be too wide of a stop. And so most people probably didn't get in. So if you didn't get in, this is probably one you're just going to want to watch. If you are in, you've got to monitor that stop and take your stops according to your risk tolerance. Remember, everything comes back to following your plan and your risk tolerance. Looking at the Aussie, so the Aussie, we had a long setup in here. Price came down into the level, and what did it do? It blew right through it, smacked us right in the mouth. And so this level failed like the Browns every season. Sorry, and so this level failed completely. We didn't put the dashed line entry in there, so this one definitely was a stop out. Unfortunately, the Euro, we still have our area up above here in the Euro. There's a couple of levels around us that may be of interest. One down below, one up above. I'm going to leave them all be. There's nothing in here that I need to carry in over the weekend. And the Canadian, we've come into the area and started a bit of a rally. I will say we didn't trade deep enough into the area yet for me to be in love with this zone. Remember, on a dashed line trade, you've got to trade about halfway into the zone before you're gonna get long. So nothing to see here as the officer from South Park would say. Move along, nothing to see here. All right, Great British Pound and the Japanese Yen. So the Japanese Yen, we had a breakout a couple of days ago on this trend break. That trend break, it's continuing its move down. Some of you hopefully are still riding it. I think there's still room for this thing to fall if you're following that trend. Copper did not reach our level. Nat gas gave us a touch and go off that little level way back here, but that level is still valid as well. Now, I will say this, going into the weekend, I know that most people have been not carrying things over the weekend in this market condition, in these market environments, so certainly follow your own risk tolerances when you take a look at that. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a great trading day, and if you need something, please feel free to reach out, Chuck at iiefinancial.com. I will see you soon. Later.